Whispers of Stu's survival have haunted the franchise for years, fueled by cryptic clues along with the shocking twist originally planned for Scream 3.
Welcome to the final cut.
We are looking for Stu's clues. We are looking for Stu's clues. We are looking for Stu's clues. I wonder where they're at. Hey, take a look at this shirt in our merch store along with some other Scream-inspired shirts. But enough on the merch. The link will be in the description. Let's dive into this episode of The Final Cut. So welcome back for the conclusion for the first episode. And this is the show where we will dissect the scenes from the scripts that could have redefined the movies that you know and love. Many of us Scream fans were more than savvy to why the plans to bring Stu back were canceled. But in case this is brand new to you, here's the lowdown.
Well, I have an incredible piece of trivia, which probably nobody really knows, that Scream 3 was in pre-production, and I had actually been hired to come back in Scream 3 as the killer. And then when Columbine broke out, they scratched the entire script. They scrapped it. Because it had something to do with high school and taking over kids and making them do terrible things, and the producers were like, Wes was like, we have to, Bob was, we can't go this way.
So originally, Stu Macher, Matthew Lillard, was signed to return in Scream 3. In fact, he got paid for Scream 3 even though he did not appear in the film. But after Columbine happened and having a story that had a similar plot to what was taking place in the movie, the studio decided to take a different direction with the film. So Kevin Williamson was replaced, and while Aaron Kruger would rewrite the script, he not only left in several plot elements from Williamson's script, but he would have been the first to call out the questionable scene from the first film. We dropped a bombshell in the last episode, revealing Angelina was almost Roman's partner in crime. Imagine the chaos. Not only in Scream 3 did we learn that Sidney had a half-brother Roman out there, but his shocking accomplice was Angelina, a high school classmate of Sidney's from back in Woodsboro. And then imagine, what if Angelina played a role in every single murder in the franchise, including Maureen Prescott's? And get this, her demise might hold the key to unlocking the secret about Stu Macher's death in the original film.
I always had a thing for you, Sid!
In your dreams.
We're on the Sunrise Studios soundstage, surrounded by relics of Sidney's past. Roman, driven by twisted jealousy of Sidney's survival, unveils their connection as he stages an attack on himself by slashing and stabbing himself, while he continues to reveal his plans for framing Sidney for the latest murders, after she would have discovered that Milton had raped her mother.
Spineless bastard!
No, Sid, that would be you. You did it all. You did it. You killed them all, even your closest friends. Living in total isolation, the pressure of another movie about you, the discovery that Milton destroyed Mommy Dearest. You finally just snapped!
But he underestimates Sidney's resilience moments after only having boasted about her willingness to survive, a mistake that proves fatal. Cue the action. Sidney's cunningness allows her to bait Roman, prompting him to lunge at her. Meanwhile, a resourceful Gale breaks free from her restraints and tackles Angelina. Brutal fight erupts, filled with flying fists, knife swipes, and face-kicking fury. Gale gains the upper hand, shoving a groggy Angelina down to the floor. In a desperate attempt to regain control, Gale grabs the television and throws it down onto Angelina's head. You see her body convulse as electricity courses through it, leaving her motionless corpse. One snap, crackle, and pop of her being fried to a crisp, well done, comes to an end. But hold on, where is Sidney during all of these shenanigans, you may be asking? Roman is in hot pursuit of Sidney when a third ghost face bursts out of the closet door and drives their knife into Roman's chest, Sidney doesn't know what to make of the situation when the third killer rips off their mask, revealing themselves to be Dewey. Fear not, Dewey is not a third killer. He is just reenacting the scene where Sidney came through the closet with the umbrella in 1996. They have a quick embrace. Sidney grabs the gun that Angelina left behind in the living room. Remember our theories about Stu surviving the TV fall? It seems we were right.
Between the years 2000 and 2015, 11,000 TVs fall on people annually. That is around 176,000 TVs. I don't know what these people are doing. 90% of TVs falling on people were CRT or tube televisions. Only one person in Stu's age range died from their injuries. This evidence shows that Stu could have survived a TV falling on him.
Got into an interesting discussion with one of our subscribers, Corey, and that got me to thinking. He's like, alright, you sold me on the TV not killing him, but he could have been electrocuted. So, now that got me to thinking, could the TV have electrocuted him? So in order to determine that, we have to figure out a few things. The TV size, the volts that are contained in the TV, and was it possible that it could have electrocuted him?
Our core three stand over Roman's fallen body, and Dewey recites Randy's warning from the video that the killer is always superhuman. When a blood-curdling scream comes from behind them, they turn to see a blackened and charred Angelina racing towards them with a buck knife raised in the air. Shockingly, Angelina survived the TV falling on top of her, just like we've said on several of our popcorn theory videos, where Stu would have survived the TV falling on top of him. Because, hey, one, he had his hands up to catch that TV from falling on top of him. Two, he would not have been electrocuted by that TV. There wouldn't have been enough volts to kill him, just like it didn't do with Angelina. And this would have been the biggest Stu's Clues in the franchise to date at that time.
You will know that they debunked Hal, the weight of the TV, and that their electricity could have killed him. But they didn't know about this next clue. The TV is smashed in, and unless Stu's head exploded, that would not have happened. In fact, if you take a baseball bat to the tube, it will not break, nor with a sledgehammer. Dropping the TV tube down will not even shatter it. Now see, this TV was damaged after it was recovered from Stu's house, and the only reason that would be done is to help create evidence of his death.
What are your thoughts? Is this another crucial clue in the Stu debate that he is alive? Let me know by dropping it in the comments. And could we see Stu show up in Scream 7? Maybe Angelina? What's your thoughts? What is your personal theories about what's going to happen in Scream 7? Drop it in the comments so we can discuss that. Now, thank you for joining me for this two-part series premiere of the Final Cut. If there's any horror films that you want me to take a look at the scripts and see how it might have changed the films that we love, let me know by also dropping that in the comments. If you have not subscribed yet to the channel, please do so. And hey, until the next, see you.